You may be wondering if she's just being polite or if she really has you on her mind when she steals glances at you, and then quickly looks away and maybe even blushes when you catch her. Well, if a woman is interested in you, she probably can't hide her natural reactions, no matter how hard she tries. Today we're going to talk about 11 subtle but clear signs that she's thinking about you and wants your attention. We'll look at these signs through the fascinating lens of Stoicism, which will give you a better understanding of her behavior. If you feel the same way, don't miss this video. It could be the key to making a real connection with her. Please click the like button and subscribe to our channel if you liked the movie. If you think someone else might benefit from it, please share it and leave a comment. Your opinion is valuable and helpful to our community. Thrive now. Let's get started. Number 1. Her eyes betray her when you're around a woman who's constantly thinking about you. Her eyes will be the first to give away her true feelings. For example, you're at a social gathering, and you notice her eyes tracking your every move. It's as if she's magnetically drawn to you, unable to avert her gaze even when you catch her looking. She might quickly glance away, trying to appear nonchalant. But those lingering looks unmistakably show that her thoughts are entirely centered on you. On the other hand, a woman who sees you merely as a friend won't spend time looking your way. She won't be fixated on you in that manner. However, if she can't stop herself from sneaking glances at you, often looking away bashfully when caught, it's a clear indication that her mind is preoccupied with thoughts of you. Eye contact is a primal way for humans to feel connected. Those burning looks she casts your way aren't just innocent glances. They trigger powerful bonding chemicals in her brain, flooding her with feelings of closeness. The longer she drinks in the sight of you, the stronger those sensations of desire become. It's like her eyes are windows into the depths of her attraction, revealing emotion. She may not even fully realize herself yet. For example, you're sitting across from her in a cafe as you talk. You notice her eyes aren't just focused on your face. They're locked in, almost as if she's trying to memorize every detail. When you catch her gaze and she looks away quickly, it's not because she's uninterested. On the contrary, she's probably imagining what it would be like to be closer to you, to share more moments together. In the philosophy of Stoicism, it can be helpful to stay calm and pay attention to small signs. For example, if you quietly note her eye contact, you can figure out how she feels without judging her. This patient observation reflects the Stoic practice of mindfulness, helping you stay grounded and perceptive. If you notice her eyes lingering on you, chances are she spends countless waking hours imagining what it would be like to be yours. This realization can give you confidence, but remember to stay humble and considerate. Just as the Stoics teach, balance your emotions and approach the situation with a clear mind and open heart. Number 2. She mimics the way you talk and behave. Have you ever noticed how someone might start to imitate your way of speaking or even your body language? This is known as mirroring, and it's a powerful indicator that she's thinking about you and trying to connect on a deeper level. In Stoicism, we learn that our actions and thoughts are interconnected, and this connection can extend to how we interact with others. When a woman mirrors your language and behaviors, it's her subconscious way of aligning with your energy and seeking your approval. It's a subtle yet profound form of communication that reveals her interest in you. Imagine you're on a date, and you lean slightly forward while talking. After a few moments, you notice she also leans forward. This is mirroring in action. It might be so subtle that it's almost imperceptible, but it's a clear sign that she's in tune with you and wants to create a sense of unity. From an evolutionary psychology perspective, mirroring helps people bond with each other. Similarity makes people naturally drawn to each other because it creates a sense of shared experiences and mutual understanding. When she copies your actions, she's trying to make this connection without you realizing it. Her mind is trying to connect with yours by matching your moves, so if you cross your arms, she might do the same. Similarly, if you sit with one leg over the other, she might do the same. Pay attention to how she talks. If you use a certain word or slang, she might start using it too. Or if you have a certain rhythm in your speech, she might start to copy it. This shows that she's not only listening to you, but she's also understanding you deeply. As you talk, pay attention to how she reacts to your facial expressions. For example, when you smile, does she smile back in the same way? When you look, Shocked, does her face show the same emotion? Being in sync with her is a clear sign that she feels emotionally linked to you through Stoicism. Understanding and noticing these behaviors can help you be smarter and more aware in your interactions. Realizing that mirrors can serve as a reminder of the Stoic concept of interconnectedness, which says that our actions and presence have an effect on those around us. The more mirroring you notice, the more she wants to connect with you on a deeper level. By being aware of these subtle signs, you can better understand how she feels and react in a way that makes a real connection. Stoicism says that we should think about our deeds and how they fit with our values. Seeing and respecting these mirroring signs can help you build relationships that are stronger and more real, based on respect and understanding for each other. Number 3. She acts nervously in the Stoic world. We learn to read and understand the small signs around us. Anxious habits can be a sign that a woman is thinking about you. These small, often unconscious actions can show how preoccupied and emotional she is when she's near you. For example, let's say you're talking to a woman and you notice she often plays with her hair or bites her nails. These actions may not seem important, but they're actually her body's way of dealing with the nervous energy that comes from her attraction to you when she can't fully relax and resorts to restless movements. It's clear that you make her both nervous and excited. Here's a typical situation. She keeps turning a ring on her finger while you talk to her in a coffee shop, beats her on the skin, or taps her foot under the table. It's not random that she does the same things over and over again. Her mind is stimulated and can't calm down, which leads to these small, anxious habits. From a psychological point of view, these anxious habits are a way for her to channel her nervous energy and maintain some level of comfort. Her actions are a direct response to the high emotions she feels when she's around you. By observing and understanding these behaviors, you can learn more about her feelings and how you affect her. For example, if you notice that she often fixes her hair or fidgets with her jewelry when you're together, take that as a sign that she's interested and excited. This knowledge will help you act in a calm and collected way, which is in line with Stoic principles. Your steadiness can make her feel more at ease, which will make the interaction between you two more comfortable and fun. Being aware of and knowing these anxious habits can help you connect with each other more deeply. When a woman frequently asks about your interests and hobbies, it's a clear sign that she's thinking about you. This kind of curiosity goes beyond casual conversation. It's an indication that she wants to understand your inner world and what makes you tick in Stoic philosophy. For example, if you're talking about your favorite book or hobby, and she keeps asking more detailed questions, it means that she values the person you are rather than just your outward appearance or status. Just being nice. What do you like most about that book? How did you get into that hobby? They show that she cares about what makes you happy. Joy and what you're really interested in. This kind of engagement shows that she wants to move. For example, if you tell her you like hiking, she might ask, "What's the best walk you've ever been on?" Or what you like most about being outside in nature. This goes beyond simple compliments and helps her get to know you better. Her questions show that she cares about what you want and what you've been through. Stoicism says to try to understand and connect with others on a deeper level by focusing on their character and inner life. This fits with the idea of why the activities are important to you. Understanding and connecting with others is an important part of living a good life. By asking about your hobbies and interests, she shows that she wants to see past the surface and connect with your true self. Her desire to learn more about you shows that you're often on her mind. It means that she values you not just as a friend, but as someone she wants to get to know better and form a connection with. So when she asks these deep questions, know that it's her way of showing that she cares and is interested in getting to know the real you. She's really interested in you and thinking about you, which is a strong sign that she wants to build a meaningful relationship with you based on mutual understanding and true interest. Number 5. Imagine this situation. She laughed too hard at your jokes. When you tell a joke, she laughs out loud, and her reaction seems over the top and too happy. This over-the-top reaction isn't just about the joke. It's a sign that she's deeply affected by your presence and wants to impress you. The fact that she laughs at even your most inappropriate Jokes can mean that she's thinking about you and values the link you share. We know that people's actions often reflect their feelings and wants. When a woman laughs too much at your jokes, it's her way of seeking approval and building a bond. Laughter is a sign of compatibility and intimacy, which are two very important parts of any relationship. By laughing out loud at your jokes, she's not just responding to the joke, she's strengthening the bond between you two. In a casual conversation, you tell a simple, somewhat cheesy joke. Instead of a polite chuckle, she laughs out loud, her eyes sparkling with delight. This reaction may seem exaggerated, but it's a strong sign of her interest. Psychologically, she craves the validation of your humor because it makes her feel closer to you. This laughter isn't just about finding the joke funny. It's about strengthening the bond she feels with you from a Stoic point of view. It's important to recognize this behavior without letting it boost your ego too much. Stoicism teaches us to stay grounded and not let external validation sway us. Understand that her over-the-top laughter is a reflection of her feelings and desire to connect with you. It's her brain making sure she doesn't miss a chance to revel in your jokes and strengthen your feelings of acceptance. Being overly happy comes from wanting to be close to you. When she laughs at your jokes, she's trying to boost your ego and make you think of your relationship as something truly unique. She wants you to see the connection you share as something extraordinary in her mind. So the next time she laughs a little too loudly at your jokes, take it as a compliment and know that it's not just about the humor. It's about her wanting to make a special connection with you. If you've made it this far and you're still here, take comfort in the fact that your presence has a profound effect on her. Please take a moment to share your thoughts in the sections below, or just type, "Bravo." Your involvement shows that you understand our message. Sixth, let's keep going. Have you ever noticed how she smooths her hair, adjusts her clothes, or checks her makeup when you're around? These small unconscious things she does are big signs that she's thinking about you. This self-grooming behavior is more than just a habit. It's an evolutionary signal of her interest. Let's look into this interesting phenomenon and how it relates to Stoicism and understanding human nature. When a woman does these priming rituals like smoothing her hair, adjusting her clothes, or checking her appearance, it's a clear sign that she's very aware of your presence. This behavior comes from our evolutionary roots, when looking good was important for finding a mate. These actions were necessary for survival and reproduction, and they still have important meanings today. From a Stoic point of view, it's important to observe and understand these behaviors without getting too attached or swayed by them. A famous Stoic philosopher named Marcus Aurelius said it was important to understand human nature and the reasons behind people's actions. By noticing these grooming behaviors, you can get a sense of how she feels and the subtle signals she sends. For example, if you're at a social event and notice that a woman you're interested in fixes her hair or dresses differently when she's near you, this isn't because she wants to. It's because she's subconsciously trying to look more attractive to you. She's preparing herself for the possibility of courtship. Realizing this can give you power, even if she isn't aware of it. See, it's not just about realizing that she might be interested in you. It's about recognizing the normal human responses and behaviors that cause these actions. The stronger and more frequent her preying behaviors are, the more attracted she is to you. It's a sign of her nervousness and a habit she's formed to improve her chances of getting your attention. As you pay attention to these signs, remember to stay calm and collected, following the Stoic ideals of self-awareness and emotional control. Recognize her actions, but don't let them control how you feel or what you do. Instead, use what you know to go into future interactions with confidence and clarity. To sum up, involuntary grooming is a strong sign that a woman is thinking about you and wants to get your attention. The psychological and genetic roots of these behaviors, and looking at them with a calm mind, can help you understand the subtle dynamics of human attraction better. Pay attention to these signs, but keep your cool and balance at all times. This method will not only help you understand what she's interested in better, it will also help you be more stoic in relationships. Number 7. She comes up with reasons to talk. When you see a woman coming up with reasons to start random conversations, there's a good chance she thinks about you a lot. From a Stoic point of view, this behavior can be seen as her natural way of seeking connection. showing what she's thinking and feeling. Imagine that she walks up to you at work and asks you a silly question about the copier, even though she knows exactly how to use it. Or maybe she sends you a message asking for help with something she could easily figure out herself. These small, seemingly unimportant interactions are her way of finding ways to connect with you. For example, she might ask you about your weekend plans even though she doesn't have a specific reason to know. In Stoicism, we learn to observe behaviors without judging them and to understand the intentions behind them. Her constant need to talk to you, even about unimportant things, shows that she wants to connect with you on a deeper level. It's not about what you say, but the act of talking to you. She values the time she spends with you, and these moments are important to her. Let's say you catch her asking about a movie you talked about a few weeks ago or asking your opinion on something unimportant. These aren't random questions. She's trying to start a conversation and keep you interested. She's thinking about you and using these excuses to keep you from talking to her. If you look at this from a Stoic point of view, you can see that her actions are motivated by a deeper emotional need. She struggles to keep you off her mind and finds comfort in your interactions. This tendency to make up reasons to talk shows how hard she's trying to connect with you and how you affect her thoughts. Keep in mind that every conversation she starts is a chance for her to feel connected to you. It's a selfish way for her to take up your time and mind share, even if it seems unimportant. By noticing these signs, you can better understand how she feels and how interested she is in you. When a woman regularly remembers little things about your life, it's one of the best signs that she's thinking about you. It's not just because she has a good memory. It means she's interested in you and values the times you've spent together. Paying attention to the present moment and valuing what's important are central ideas in the Stoic philosophy. When a woman remembers your favorite snack, the name of your childhood pet, or even that annoying commercial jingle you can't stand, it shows that she's not only listening but also valuing the little things in your life. This kind of attention is a sign of respect and a deeper emotional connection. Take the case where you casually say that your favorite childhood memory is eating strawberry ice cream at the park with your family a few weeks later. She brings you that same type of ice cream as a surprise. This small gesture is not only kind, it shows that she cares about what you have to say and listens carefully. She went out of her way to remember and do something that makes you happy. Joy. From a Stoic point of view, these times show that you've put a lot of thought into your relationship. Stoicism teaches us to focus on what we can change and to value the relationships we have with other people. The fact that she can remember and bring up these small details shows that she values your words and experiences. Shows that she's paying attention to even the smallest details about you and marking them as important. This shows that she's becoming emotionally invested in you and is aware of your likes, dislikes, and unusual habits. When a woman remembers and respects the little things about you, she's trying to connect with you on a deeper level. She's also sending you a message without words that you're important to her. It's a way of showing that the things you've been through together, no matter how small they may seem, are important to her. By accepting and appreciating these actions, you not only improve your relationship, but you also build one based on mutual respect and understanding, which are central ideas of the Stoic philosophy. Her attentiveness to the small details is a profound insight into her feelings, suggesting she values and cherishes her connection with you. This level of detail and care is a testament to her budding emotional investment, signaling that you mean a lot to her. Number 9. She lifts positivity. Have you noticed that she seems exponentially happier? Cheerier and more prone to giggles when you're around. Outbursts of laughter and a generally positive demeanor can signal her joyful excitement simply from being in your presence. This behavior is not just a surface-level reaction. It's deeply rooted in our evolutionary past from an evolutionary standpoint. Projecting positivity through smiles, laughter, and animated body language helped our ancestors attract mates. These behaviors are deeply intertwined with our psychological mating rituals. When she can't stop laughing and grinning around you, it reveals her subconscious delight in your company. Those bubbly moments unveil her tarth feelings that she may be trying to conceal. Let's break this down with an example. Imagine that you and she are both at a party with friends. You tell a joke and she laughs harder and more honestly than anyone else. Throughout the night, you notice that she keeps looking at you, her eyes lighting up whenever you speak, even when you're just talking to other people. If she seems happier, it's not just because she's being nice. It means she's enjoying your company and maybe thinking about you a lot more than she admits. From a Stoic point of view, understanding these subtle signals can help you handle your interactions with more wisdom and calmness. Stoicism tells us to watch things happen without getting too attached to them. Recognize that her greater laughter and happiness are signs of how she's feeling, but stay grounded in your own sense of self-worth and tranquility. By following Stoic principles, you can keep a balanced view of the situation. Enjoy the happiness she brings, but don't let it control your happiness. Remember that true Stoicism is about being happy with yourself, no matter what other people say. This way of life not only makes you more attractive, but it also keeps your emotional health from depending on how other people treat you. So the next time you see her laughing more around you, take it as a sign that you should enjoy the moment and stay true to your Stoic beliefs. This balance will not only make you more attractive, but it will also help you handle the complicated parts of relationships with grace and wisdom. When a woman makes excuses to stay, it's clear that she's thinking about you. Imagine this. The evening is ending, and it's time to say goodbye, but she doesn't want to go. She hangs around, almost delaying the inevitable goodbye. This isn't just casual behavior. It means she's deeply interested in you and doesn't want the interaction to end. From a Stoic point of view, this situation can be seen as a sign of the natural human desire to connect and find joy in meaningful interactions. Stoicism teaches us to value real relationships and treasure moments of connection, because they only last a short time. Think of a time you had a great evening with someone special. As the night goes on, you start to notice that they keep finding little reasons to stay a little longer and have another cup of tea. There's one more story to tell. Or she could just sit quietly and do nothing. Not by chance. They are her way of extending the time she gets to spend with you. When she lingers, she is enjoying every moment and doesn't want to leave the happy, warm bubble that your presence creates. Her brain finds it hard to move on from a pleasant experience because it wants to stay in that state of contentment. This is a normal reaction that comes from wanting to remember good times. She doesn't want to leave because she enjoys being with you and values the connection. She's trying to hold on to it, even if it's only for a few minutes longer. As someone who practices Stoicism, you can understand and respect her need for connection. Recognize the value in these moments and show her that you value the time you spend with her by being kind and understanding. This can improve your relationship and lead to a deeper, more meaningful one. Finally, when a woman comes up with reasons to stay, it means she's really into you and thinking about you. Her actions show that she wants to keep the good feelings going and keep the relationship going strong. Understanding and respecting this from a Stoic point of view can help you build a relationship based on real affection and respect for each other. 11th, she calls or texts for no reason. Texting or calling you for no reason is one of the clearest signs that a woman is thinking about you. If she's reaching out without an urgent matter or important news, it's because you are on her mind. From a Stoic point of view, this is a strong sign of her interest and affection. Consider the principle of sympathia, which says that we are all interconnected and affect each other's lives. When she takes the initiative to contact you, it shows that she values the connection and feels a strong pull towards you. It's as if her thoughts naturally gravitate towards you, compelling her to reach out even without a specific reason. For example, you're going about your day focused on your tasks when all of a sudden you receive a text from her that says, "Hey, just thinking about you," or "What's up?" These seemingly casual texts are full of meaning. They show that you crossed her mind and she couldn't resist the urge to connect. They show how much space you occupy in her mind. Let's say you had a great conversation with her last night. The next day, she texts you a meme that reminded her of something you said, or she calls to ask how your day is going. These small gestures are not random. They are deliberate acts of reaching out, because she wants to keep the connection alive. She might even ask seemingly minor questions just to hear your voice or get your attention. Remember, genuine connections are built on these small, consistent efforts. When she goes out of her way to text or call, without a pressing reason, it's her way of saying you matter to her. It's a subtle yet profound way of showing that you occupy a significant place in her mind and heart. So the next time she texts or calls you just to chat or share a random thought, appreciate the gesture. It's not just about the message itself, but the underlying intent and emotion behind it. Recognize it as a sign that she's thinking about you, and cherish these moments of connection. They are the building blocks of a deeper, more meaningful relationship. As we conclude our exploration today on the subtle yet clear signs that she's definitely got you on her mind, I hope these thoughts on Stoicism were helpful to you. Whether it's the way her eyes linger on you, the nervous habits she shows, or the depth of the conversations she starts, each sign shows how she feels about you. If this video has helped you see these signs in a new way, or if you recognize these behaviors in someone you care about, please don't forget to like it. Subscribe to our channel for more videos like this. We want to hear your stories and thoughts, so please leave a comment below with yours. If you want to see more videos about how Saint Noise can affect your relationships and daily life, click on the ones that are showing up on your screen right now. Thanks for watching, and remember that every day is a chance to learn more about ourselves and others. See you in the next video.